In the island of Jamaica, there is a dangerous phenomenon that is hurting the core of the Jamaican male. It's called bun. This phenomenon is so egregious that some statistics say up to 40% of children are assigned a biological father incorrectly, a concept called jacket. In an effort to stop this behavior, Mecca TV Studios has created Bun Court, a drama based on the real-life incidents of Bun in Jamaica. The best part about this show is you, our audience, become the jury and decide who is guilty of Bun or not. Welcome to Bun Court. This case is brought before the court by the plaintiff, Winston, against the defendant, Maureen. Mr. Winston is requesting for the truth about whether or not his wife Maureen is having an affair with the young man that has been frequenting their home under the guise of having his clothes tailored. We will hear arguments from both parties to determine the merits of this case.
Judge J.K. Grind presiding over case in court number 3.
Thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Thank you, everyone, for once again making it Bun Court. You may be seated. Mr. Bailiff, what do we have on the dockets today?
Well, it's a case between husband Winston Williams as the plaintiff and wife Maureen Williams, defendant. Okay. Mr. Williams, a farmer, who's suspecting his wife is having an affair with a younger gentleman. So he brought her here to see if he's actually getting bun.
Okay. Lawyers, could you please present your case?
By all means, Your Honor. So I believe, my client and I, let's believe that Mrs. Williams is having an affair with this so-called client of hers. I mean, it put my client in distress, Your Honor. The man are losing ear, right? They have been married for the past 30 years, Your Honor. I mean, I know Mrs. Williams has this upstanding woman in the church, a deaconess. So I don't understand how she get mixed up in a party business, because our client is a promoter, as she would have said, and she like rather when she tailor him pants, right? So with all that being said, Your Honor, then something I put my client in a distress because him realize some look of fishy behavior going on when it is being questioned, everything is, but after you know, make me smile again. So things like those, Your Honor, make the man stress out. Him can't even talk, we have to drag him here today. So we are here to prove that Mrs. Williams is actually having an affair with this young man, the taxi driver / party promoter, Nick.
Thank you, Ms. Leakey. Mr. Brimfield, what says you for your client, sir?
Your Honor, speaking of stress, my client is the one going through the stress right now. Because this lady that we're talking about, Maureen, is what everybody would look for in a wife. She has been with the complainant for 30 years, Your Honor. She has been committed to him, wash his clothes them, she press him clothes, make sure him go church, cook him food, everything what a man look for in a woman. This woman do it. She provide financially, she support him mentally, everything. And all she asks for in return, Your Honor, is a little compassion towards her, you know? Little intimacy. Come in, when him come in, just to say, honey, how was your day? You know? Hug her up, kiss her, no little spark. Your Honor, when they just met, Mr. Williams was a very decent young man. He was very compassionate towards her, romantic, everything. All of a sudden, the fire just out. You understand, Your Honor? And that put my client in stress. She tried to please him in every way you can think of. She, just like a young girl, put on the sexual lingerie. Remember now, she's a tailor, so she know how to make them think they happen. You understand?
Okay.
All the complainant do is go to the farm, come in, turn on him radio, eat him food and drop asleep. Then she try to touch him, hear him no, hear Anna. yo, you don't know what's a church. As a Christian, you're not supposed to do this and you're not supposed to do that. Your Honor, being a Christian and being in a marriage doesn't take away anything that these young people are doing nowadays. They are married. That means them can do all of the thing them. The 6:30, you know? The kiss up and love up
In
and...
my client's defense, Your Honor, this man is over 60. Tell me from heaven to earth, how him a go position his wife in a that 6:30 manner? Tell me now. So you have to understand he's also a provider. Let's not forget that, Your Honor. And while I agree, yes, that a woman needs need to be met, you must understand that also the man is a hard-working man who has worked from sun up till sundown. Right? So you don't expect that every time him come in, it's a lovey-dovey moment. Come on, you're a Christian, go seek Jesus, go read your Bible.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
if this man was operating like that, sometime it would have been bad and not so bad. But every single day is the same thing, Your Honor. This man doesn't look at his wife anymore like someone in love.
Order, Miss Leakey, you must allow the gentleman to finish.
It's like my client is invisible in the room. He comes in, turn on him radio, listen him radio, drop asleep. Eat him food, him wear clean clothes, everything. Him don't ask my client if she alright, if she sick, if she eat. The only thing this man provide is ground provision. Him don't provide money, so I don't know what you're talking about, hard working. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. All I'm saying is that my client is a human being. She has feelings. She need affection. You understand, Your Honor? And she's very stressed at this time because right now she wonder if him don't find her sexually attractive anymore. You understand? She wonder if she had the problem. When clearly I my problem, but we're not getting into that, Your Honor.
Let's not. At least not in this way. But I must say, though, that being a Christian doesn't mean that one ceases to be human. Anyway, Miss Leakey, you seem to sound very passionate, so I'll give you the opportunity now to cross-question the lady. Ma'am, could you please stand? Come to the front. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Maureen Williams, and I'm wife to Winston Williams.
Thank you. Your witness, Miss Leakey.
All right, Mrs. Williams. You stated, or we know, you have been married to my client for over 30 years, right? Can you say in the past 30 years that he has always been the man that you claim him to be? Neglecting your needs in the bedroom?
Well, if we have been married for 30 years, I don't think that's, no. But it's as for the past 5 years.
All right.
Years.
Okay. So can you also state it when you become a Christian?
I have been a Christian a long time.
All right, Mrs. Williams. So in the past 5 years, it's claimed that my client has been neglecting your needs in the bedroom, right? And you've been all sulky and all of that. You gave him reasons to behave the way he behaved. Is this true?
I don't think so. What reasons are those?
All right, Your Honor, I should go on.
Please continue.
So for the past 5 years that you claim that my client has been neglecting your needs, why don't you tell the court, everybody here would love to know, why you take a sudden interest in becoming the deaconess in church?
It's not that I have become
You're struggling.
Don't be, yes, please don't intimidate the witness. Okay? Mrs. Williams, go ahead. Why have you decided to become the deaconess?
It was given
Your
to
Honor,
me.
she's struggling. She decided she will become the deaconess.
Miss Leakey, allow her to finish, then we can hear your
It was
version.
given to me. It was how should I say no? It was a church decision. It was not just my decision.
Okay. So you were ordained, in other words.
I was ordained, yes.
Thank you very much. Miss
Was
Leakey.
your husband aware of this ordination?
My husband is aware of everything in my life.
Your Honor, it is said to believe that she took up extra responsibilities in the church as a married woman, so she would neglect her husband. Let it not be said that my client is the one who neglected his wife first. She was the one who stepped out. But we all know Mrs. Williams, the deaconess in church, the God sent, God's right hand. Let's talk about this young man, the taxi driver, Nick.
Right.
Why you take a sudden interest in taking up Nick's pants
Well, as you know,
when you're not the only dressmaker in the community? So why is it that Nick take on to you so much? Also a party promoter. You never once invite Nick to church. Whenever Nick comes to the house, Your Honor, you should see the things that this woman dressed in. Something that my client have never seen her in the past 30 years.
Interesting. Well, please allow her to answer.
I am a designer, as you know. Nick is my client. And Nick is a promoter. And if I have to do the things that Nick wants me to
Okay,
do.
but you cannot do the things that your husband needs.
Like,
Let's go down in
like
it.
what?
Continue.
What does my husband need that I have not provided?
It's your husband, you should know.
No, you are asking.
All right,
You're
let's
telling
continue
me-
on the topic with this Nick person. Why you take a sudden interest in him? Why is that every time Nick comes around, you're all smiley? And whenever your husband, your hard-working husband, comes in off the farm, your face sulky. But when you see Nick, you're all gloomy. You have a thing for Rasta man.
Nick is like a son to me. He is a friend. My husband
I
of
thought
30
Jesus was
years.
her only friend.
Quiet, Miss Leakey. Let's hear the lady.
My husband of 30 years. He is the one that has been neglecting me, not Nick. Nick is a friend, and he has been there through thick and thin.
Through your thick
So-
and
so-
thin.
Order. Yes. At this point, I wonder if we should hear from Mr. Brimfield's client. Mr. Brimfield, Miss Williams, have a seat for now. Thank you very much for your share.
Your Honor, I would like to add,
Go
if
ahead.
I can. You know what hurt my clients? This man work hard. She know the man as a hard-working man. You know the one thing he loves more than his wife? Him radio. And this nick of a person go come into the man house and tell him how to play him radio. Not even that. Tell him he should turn the radio down. Do you know the distress that put the man in?
Did not see. Mr. Brimfield, please. Let's hear you ask a few questions of this gentleman. I am anxious to hear your side, sir.
Yes, sir, Honor. I'd
Sir,
like
could
to
you
call.
please come?
Mr. Williams, here is on, please. Next year, put your shirt in your pants, sir. You don't come in the court like that.
Yes, sir. Attire yourself properly for court.
I'm sorry about that, sir. I did not mean to insult the court.
Insult your wife, though.
Okay, sir. For the record, please state your name.
Winston Augustus Williams.
And you are husband to Mrs. Maureen Williams?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're witness, Mr. Brimfield.
Mr. Williams, how long have you and Marina has been married?
30-something years.
30 years.
Long time ago. Yes.
And I'd like to ask you, why did you marry her?
Why?
Yes.
Well, I think it is normal for a man to love a woman, man and woman meet, and them agree and them get married.
Did you find her attractive at the time when you married her?
Most definitely. Otherwise, I would not have gone that route.
Do you still find her attractive?
I did not hear that, sir.
Do you still find her attractive? As in sexually attractive, that is.
Well, when she presents herself in an attractive manner, yes, I do find her attractive when she is presented that way.
So let me ask you a question. Your cock still crow?
I operate a farm. I am a farmer, and every one of my children, my animal, them function the way they ought to be. And the cock them have picnic and whatever. Everything function on my
Let me
farm.
rephrase.
Because
Let me
I take care of them.
rephrase, Mr. Williams. Can you still perform in the bedroom? Do you still get an erection?
What kind of question? Yes. Yes.
So why are you not pleasing your wife? Why you're not having sex with her?
But how come the bedroom something getting at the courtroom? All right. Anyway, I think she would be the best one to answer that question.
You should be. You're the one I'm asking the question, not her. So answer.
Yes, Mr. Williams, answer the question, sir, please. Thank you.
Why am I not? Could you repeat the question?
Why you're not pleasing your wife like you used to? Why you stop? Why the sudden stop?
I don't know if I stopped pleasing her, but all I know is that in a recent time she's been asking some questions and making some kind of gesture that I know not of. When she say she wants 6:30, I go and look at the time and I tell her. And she come back to me say me a fool because that is not what she talking. She using terms like daggering and all them something that when we, in my days, when we got together and me and she, nothing like those type of things. So she is now taking the thing out of the church. First, the beginning, I tried to scold her and let her know that she's a Christian and even gone to be deaconess. So she's not supposed to be asking for that as she's catalyzing the marriage. And also some unfollowable things.
So
Hold on,
let me
Mr.
ask you a
Williams.
question. Your pastor, you have a wife, right?
Well, she's the one who go to church.
No, but I know you have been invited from time to time.
I guess yes, him have a wife.
His wife look happy to you?
You know, I never even cross-examine her face proper. But them look lovely. Them look all right.
You know why?
No.
Let me tell you why. Because the pastor know if he set her in the right position and him know if he please her sexually. She's a Christian.
No further questions. We're talking about two elderly. Imagine him go set the woman here and her back broke.
Yes.
If I may, as far as the questions have gone, I think it has been established that the lady requested that position, or said positions, if you will.
Your Honor,
Anyway, go ahead, sir.
I think that since she is having an affair with a younger person, that is why she come up with them kind of something there. And that is why she tried drill me now at about daggering at 6:30 and them something there. Not only that, Your Honor, this young boy is coming to the house, and I am there. I look after my chickens. If she want whatever, I provide food for the house and everything, right? Now when this guy come there, to my time I cannot take the noise that they're making some laughing and gilatin and something. So I turn up my radio and that young have the audacity to come and tell me, Elder, all Gramps, all man turn down there. That is the way the boy
So,
addressed me.
Mr. Williams,
Yes, sir.
your lawyer just said that you're a whole man, right? So why would you take offense if someone else call you a grandpa?
My lawyer have authority to call me what I am. But not some little crabby and some little kaiversus and
Hold on, Mr. Williams. What is that word? Kaiversus?
kaiversus, sir.
Kaiversus. What does that mean, if you don't mind?
Not
I
listening,
don't
sir.
really know, Your Honor, but if you should see the way that him behave, I think that would be a proper
word to describe it.
Describativeness.
Oh,
Foreign.
Mr. Williams,
Sir.
why you telling lie on your wife? Have you ever caught her having sex with this young man?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Can we just call Nick to the stand, please?
I'm not ready for Nick yet.
hold on.
Miss, please wait until you're called by
Hold
a
on.
judge.
Mr. Brimfield, in the interest of time, please tie up so we can have Nick.
Okay, Mr. Williams, remember you're under oath. Do not lie on your wife. Have you ever caught your wife cheating with you with this so-called Nick?
I don't have to cart her with him, but when he's around, when him come around, I even noticed, well, I think when I saw how she looking in these days, I thought it was a good thing for her to interact and stuff like that. Because, and you can't get up every day and have sex like you're an idiot. I mentioned to her that if we have sex 2 or 3 times a year, then that should be positiveness. And she want like rabbit or what are them have some
Guinea pigs.
robot. Not
Mr.
rabbit.
Williams, it's all like you have a serious problem, you know. You have a serious problem.
Yeah, doctor?
Mr. Brimfield,
Yes.
Mr.
Your
Brimfield,
Honor.
thank you very much for your sharing. I think we have heard enough for now. Please have your seat. Bailiff, could you please call Nick to the stand?
Nick. Approach stand, please.
So this is
I
Mr.
think
Nick.
you should just go that side for me, please.
Sir, good day. Please state your
Please
name
put
for
your
the
shirt in your
record.
pants, sir, and
Yes.
remove your headgear.
Thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Order.
Your Honor, my name is Nick Banner. And honestly, I don't even know how I reach I say, because I never know so them did have no form of problem. As me always say, more just nice to me and them something, you know. It's
Excuse
a
me,
nice lady to reason
Mr. Banner, could you say that again?
with. I say more is a nice lady to me.
Who is
indeed.
more?
Maureen, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we don't do nothing out of the ordinary that we just reason and, you know, show me certain levels as a experienced woman and so, but I not tell no lie if me did have a woman like Maureen in my corner, you know, from an earlier stage, right? You know, more than a drive taxi right then.
Oh.
So I don't know this affair thing matter. Only fear me know what time I collect from passenger and them quote my car.
Do any of you lawyers have questions for this witness?
Right away, Your Honor.
Go ahead, miss.
So, Nick, as you will hear, Your Honor, and everybody else in the court, murmur. Remember what Mrs. Williams said when she was standing there? This young man is like a son to me. Now tell me, Your Honor, which son can call you murmur? All of them things that me talk about with distress my client. You see him come up here and could all the talk. That's how you have your depression tablet? Right, take them. So you get me, Your Honor, put the man in a depression. So when him hear them look kick and laughing, that stop it, Nick. Your Honor, them thing that stress out the man, look on him head. Him never look say no. So Nick, let me ask you, why this sudden interest in Mrs. Williams? She take you as a son, you see her as a mother?
Answer the question.
Order!
Sir.
Alright, first of all, it's not like I don't know sudden interest, like me just get upon us our interest whatsoever, or nothing like that.
So there is an interest.
Of course.
A friendly interest.
Okay.
Yeah, so somebody just refer me to her for taking my pants. Because the other two of them in that area, they don't know what they do. So I carry the pants we give her and so on. She do the proper mess. So wait. Them kind of thing I want, them kind of look as it. So from then now, I start make she did my clothes and I go party and him something. So I saw like over time we start reading like what I did here and so my spirit take her, you know. I not tell no that. But
Your
on a
Honor?
friendly level.
Your Honor, too friendly if you ask me.
All right, Miss Leakey, I did not ask you. Thank you.
Like you did it.
Go ahead, Mr. Banner.
Yeah, so we might talk about how me did I go on when me tell him. I'm said to the man, I just say, Grams, you can just turn on your radio a little bit there.
Very disrespectful in the man's house. Let's talk about the fact that she was also giving him coffee out of Mr. Williams' mug. We not reached this yet, Your Honor, but go on.
Hold on, Miss Leakey. Let me clear up this whole radio point because this one sound kind of ticklish. You said you tell the man to turn on the radio in his own home.
All right. You see the way how him say, me say it, I never saw none at all. So it kind of come across. Anybody who hear that story, they are going to feel like, boy, I know so that man are really disrespectful. But me and Maureen, they just did their reason, you know, a whole little vibes and so on. Then all of a sudden it's loud, nice, it's loud, you know, bag of music and so on, like say news with like something important. I just be a loud, nice. So I say, Gramsci can turn on your radio a little bit there. The man start blaze up same time. Shotgun from machete. I say, wait, this man is serious. So me really want to see if not do something with a machete. So I just stand up. Even though him still go, me never even do like one this time or not. Me just look what I do.
Okay.
So you don't see that as disrespectful, Your Honor, in the man's house, with the man's wife a kiki around the kitchen, and make coffee give him out of the man's mug, and all of a sudden the man come in tired and want to relax, and him hear the kiki around the back, you know. No, and for show you out, let me finish, how disrespectful these two are. They've not even recognized the presence of Mr. Williams. But because you know, him up in an age himself, I'm going to sit down and go and listen to news. He have to turn up the radio. Now you are going to tell him and Grams turn down the radio as what? The boyfriend?
No, you what me say now? Remember say, it's a business place, me coming now. Remember
No, Your Honor.
Order. We have to split the justice here. It's a business place, yes, right. But it's also a matrimonial home.
Right.
Don't forget that.
Well, in my attendance, Your Honor, is at the business place me come to, and on that location, I am a customer. Mm-hmm. And if me say turn on your radio, that means say the customer is always right, and you have to remember that thing.
Interesting
so my
concept. Interesting
Might
concept.
I add, Your Honor, that Nick also visited that place when he not have no business whatsoever, including tailoring?
How you don't know that?
I tell her that.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to ask Mr. Brimfield, do you have any questions for the witness? Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Thank you, Ms. Leakey.
All right. So you're Nick. You're the one I'm hearing about. All right. Yes. So Nick, in your humble opinion, right? Would you say that Miss Williams is the best tailor in that community?
The best. Everybody knows that she is the best in that area. That's why they refer me to her.
And being the best and you're a promoter that have to wear a different suit of clothes every night when you go party, more than likely you're going to link the best tailor because you buy your pants them big. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. Image is everything, man.
All right. And as a customer going to a business place, whether it's in the home or establishment, you would like some professionalism in the business place. Am I correct?
Correct, sir.
All right. So, have you noticed that Mr. Williams has been over jealous since lately? Because he finds you intimidating. Because you're young, you're making his wife laugh and everything, and he can't do that. He didn't have a problem at first because, you know, him knows him have a problem. He can't do it and you are do it. So, he was okay with it at first. But after a while, him realized, say, yo, his wife stopped nag him. And that become a bother to him. So, would you say him start coming on and turn up the radio, try to make you uncomfortable so you can go to a next tailor in the community?
Yes, I must admit, Mr. Brimfield, you sound like you're leading the witness.
Let me rephrase. Has he been turning up the radio since lately? More frequently?
Well, just for sure how innocent being in a situation. I never even did notice no form of transition from the friendliness to when him start get hostile. But then notice like the two of them start lock harder, you know? then the volume start go up a little bit more upon the radio. But I'm not ready to meditate upon it. Say, I read it, them things in my meds in my mind. Because I say, more Marine, I'm a friend. You know, so, I see little changes here, but I never pay it no mind.
All right. So, you simply say to him that just turn on the radiograms. What did he do after that?
Mr. The man blast up, but you have to tell me to turn on the moon place. And I see him shotgun, I don't know where I go for. So I say, oh, what do you see him come back with machete? And I say, this man is serious. Machete, you know, brother. Just come tell the man, just turn on your radiograms. So
clearly, he was a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode.
The man ready to kill me, brother.
All right, Mr. Brimfield.
No further question here.
You're off leading again. Thank you, Mr. Banner. You may have your seat. Okay. So now we'll hear closing remarks from counsel.
Okay, Your Honor. So we all can agree that there has been some communication issue here. Effective communication is not the best. It could be in a case where I do understand what Mrs. Williams is saying and where she's coming from as a woman, but also was this communicated to Mr. Williams, my client? Maybe not. So that would have been the reason why, neglect gone. As same way, we want him to communicate with her as to why he's not, being the husband that she would have wanted him to be. So moving forward, we will get them some counseling because we're not promoting breakup here. We want them to stay together. Also, moving forward, we'd want Nick to know his place, to be respectful of the matrimonial home. Also, Mrs. Williams to be respectful to her husband and not letting this young man overstep. Right? Also, my client, because I'm not going to be biased here, him not for run down the man with machete again. All right? Cool.
Thank you very much. David?
Just to ensure that the relationship continue, how do you improve the 3 times a year according to your client?
I mean, that's the bedroom business.
But that's an important part of it, wouldn't you say?
Well, that's for the counseling.
Well, we hope that the counseling will address that.
Right.
Mr. Brimfield.
Your Honor, I really feel sorry for Mr. Williams, Your Honor. Given that him really look like he must suffer from paranoia and insecurity. You understand? And I just want to encourage these older folks and young men out there. Just continue to compliment your woman. Make she feel valued. Because the moment a next man start to compliment her and make she feel valued, and you start see she smile and she ignite and you can't do it, jealousy is going to take over. You understand? And it's something very serious. Because clearly you can see that Mr. Williams is suffering from a serious case of jealousy. Because he's unable to make his wife smile. He's unable to make her happy. And here comes a young man just giving her a normal compliment. Such as, yo, you're the best tailor in a place, the way you take in my pants, and them things that make you feel happy, them things that make you feel valued. Because telling her that she's the best, obviously she's going to feel valued, Your Honor. You understand, and members of the jury. So, I'm saying that this is a learning lesson. You understand, and I can't even beat up Mr. William because I understand the pain and the trauma when I go through. For no say, a young man out there, I make him woman laugh, even though I'm not sexually, but, imagination I go wild, And, I mean, it could have ended very badly because him pull a cutlass off of the poor young man when have nothing to do with the man go have him woman in him yard and wait for a cook stew piece for time. You understand, Your Honor? And him could have lose his life all because him a transact business. And the next thing, Your Honor, I understand that Nick should be respectable in the man home, but it's a business place, Your Honor. So you can see with this young man. If him ask, how much, what the price? How much am I supposed to give on the radar and bug him, Too loud. Freely him go ask, turn down the radar because him and Mr. Williams normally communicate normal. Him call him Grams before. You understand? But Because Mr. Williams appreciate you, the young boy, and I feel like, you know, he might go turn my woman in a sugar mommy and take all my little money and, you know. So, Your Honor, I just hope so them get counseling and I hope Mr. Williams invest in some blue pill, Viagra spice up the bedroom. You understand? Yeah. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, so now that we have all heard the different sides to the story, I'm going to ask you, members of the jury, what's your take on it? Yes, ma'am, please.
All right, my intake on it is that a lot of gentlemen or a lot of people see Christianity as a prison. Christianity is not a prison. And when you're a married couple, there's no limit in the bedroom. Whether you're tired or you're not tired, if you neglect your wife are going to neglect you back. You understand? So prison, church, Christianity is not prison. And in the beginning, whatsoever you start to use and do to hold your wife, you must continue with it. Now, seeing a younger man come around, yeah, Mr. William might think say something not go on. But sometimes, as a woman, you want somebody to make you feel loved and appreciated. Maybe there's nothing into it where he might read from it, but just being friends and she relating to him, things that used to happen to her, so.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear another point of view. You, ma'am.
Your Honor, everybody seems to be under distress, including me. I don't know what to say, but we know big woman love young boy. This is a very ticklish situation. I really don't know what to say, but I really don't know what to say. Ticklish.
Thank you very much. Now, for my closing arguments, I must, say I appreciate the fact that you both saw fit to come here and not to go the route with the machete and all these things. However, I have to implore you, Sir Mr. Williams, and by extension, all of us as men, that the same thing we used to woo the lady in is the same thing we need to use to keep her. If you used to be romantic and bring her flowers and all these things, do not slack off because you create room for error. Okay? To Mrs. Williams, I dare say to you, ma'am, that maybe, just maybe, having a male bestie, especially one younger than your husband, who keeps you smiling more than he does, may be something that you have to manage well. In some cases, it may even be ill-advised. However, I will allow you guys, as Ms. Leakey said, to go to 3 months of counseling and see if we could revive the fire in your marriage. Okay? To Mr. Bonner and all of us who go to people's business place, because a lot of times rent is expensive, so a lot of people run businesses from homes. So you have to know where is straight a business place and where is business place / home. You see it as a business place. Mr. Williams see it as his home, his matrimonial home, where this place where he lets his hair down. Well, he don't have any, but you know what I mean. So we have to use discretion in our doings. Okay? So like I said, I am recommending 3 months of counseling for you guys. Thank you very much for making it Bun Court. Court adjourned.
All rise.